Hello, good morning students. See, welcome back to our e-learning session. This is initiated by Vidyadis Vidya Sankul under the guidance of Dr. G. M. Sutria sir. Okay, see, in our last session, we complete the theory of chapter number 3, that is normal distribution. I hope you read that again 2 to 3 times and understand better. Now we will discuss next our illustration number first. Okay, so we will start our practical questions in chapter number 3. See, shall we start our lecture now? See the probability, chapter number 1, probability distribution, that is binomial distribution, that is chapter number 2, and now the third chapter number again probability distribution of normal distribution, right? So here these all the chapters are interconnected and it is not easy to understand in the video lecture, but right now we have to do that. But you have to do only one thing, that this video compulsory you have to see 3 to 4 times. Probability all the videos, then chapter number 2 all the videos, and then chapter number 3 all the videos of 1 2 3 chapters. You have to see that 3 to 4 times and make a practice for that in your rough book also for 3 to 4 times. Then and then you can understand, or then and then you can get the marks of, not full marks, but right now I am saying what I am saying, that then and then you will get the basic idea of these chapters. Okay, so please make a practice for this. Now I am reading the first question. First question, illustration number 1. A normal distribution has, see, the sum is for the normal distribution, or you can say the sum of the chapter number 3. How can you identify the first line, that is the normal distribution? On the basis of this line, underline this normal distribution word, you can identify that as this is the third chapter sum. Okay, a normal distribution has a mean. Now what is mean? Illustration number 1. Mean in normal distribution is equal to what? Mu. Mu is equal to 10, and the standard deviation in the normal distribution is equal to sigma, and it is 2. Mu, that is mean, is equal to 10, sigma is equal to standard deviation, that is sigma, is equal to 2. Find the probability that first normal variable x will take value between, we have to find out the probability, that's why p, value between 10 to 12. 10 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12. We have to find out the probability. See, that's why, see what is the theory question, I am converting that into the practical one. See the question again, normal variable x, probability of, probability, that's why p, capital P, probability of normal variable x, values between 10 to 12. So 10 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12 means what? Here the value of x, variable x, is between 10 to 12 including both, between 10 to 12 including both. Okay, so here we have to find out this. And the second one, we will see the second one later on. First we will discuss about this. Now first point, what we have to find out? P of 10 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12. So first of all, whenever the value of x is given in the normal distribution, first of all we have to convert the value of x into the value of z. That means if the value of normal variable is given, we have to convert it into standard normal variable. See the wording, if the value of normal variable, that is x, is given, we have to first convert it to standard normal variable. Why? Because the value of standard normal variable, our table of the standard normal variable is given on the last page of this chapter, and we have to find out the probability on the basis of that particular table. Okay. So what is the formula? See, the formula for standard normal variable z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma. This is the formula. Standard normal variable z is equal to x variable, normal variable, minus mu, that is mean, upon sigma, that is standard deviation. So here we can say that therefore P of tan minus mu upon sigma less than or equal to x minus mu upon sigma less than or equal to 12 minus mu upon sigma. All the values are converted. See, the values is given for the normal variable 10, x and 12. All are normal variable. If we want to find out the probability of these, then we have to convert compulsory. Whenever the normal distribution is there, we have to convert it into standard normal variable. So this is the formula, z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma. So here x is equal to 10. So 10 minus mu upon sigma, here x is equal to x. That's why x minus mu upon sigma, and here x is equal to 12. So 12 minus mu upon sigma. Here I am just converting normal variable into standard normal variable, nothing else. Okay. Now put the value of mu and sigma is equal to P into bracket 10 minus mu is equal to what? 10. Sigma is equal to 2. Less than or equal to, see, this one is the value of z. This is the formula x minus mu upon sigma. This is the formula x minus mu upon sigma. So here, whenever we are converting this variable, normal variable, into standard normal variable, that's why we have to write down z. See the difference between 2 and z, please. In your rough book as well as in your fair book, please make the difference between 2 and z. Z and 2, if both are equal, then you are also confused as well as the paper checker is also confused. So please, here you have to write down z, but here sigma is equal to 2. Okay. Less than or equal to 12 minus 10 upon 2. Okay. So now 10 minus 10, that is what? 0 upon 2, that is 0. Less than or equal to z, less than or equal to 12 minus 10. Calculate in your calci. 12 minus 10, that is 2. 2 divided by 2, that is 1. 12 minus 10, 2. 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So here, value of x variable or normal variable now converted here into the standard normal variable. And now what the equation, what the values is says here, the value said that value of z, that is standard normal variable, is between 0 to 1, right? Value of z is between 0 to 1. Now we have to prepare curve. We have to prepare curve in each and every sum, or the standard normal variable, or we can say the normal variable, normal distribution. Whenever the normal distribution is there, we have to compulsory draw. If the question is regarding to find out the area, then we have to compulsory draw a curve. What is that? See here, I am trying my best. See, it's not perfect, but I will try my best. Here, always z is equal to 0. Always in the middle, perpendicular, z is equal to 0. Now what? What is the value here? They will ask the value of z is between 0 to 1. Here, the value of z is 0 here. And see, on the line, on this line, compulsory, the value of z is 0 to 3.5. Compulsory, please keep in mind that value of only z, not the value of area, not the probability. Value of only z, that is standard normal variable, is only on the line, on this x-axis. The value of z is 0 to 3.5, and here on this side also 0 to 3.5, but here it is the negative value, here the positive values, right? So you can say that here minus infinitive and here the plus infinitive. You have to write down compulsory. In each and every sum, you have to draw this diagram or this curve, as well as you have to compulsory write down minus infinity on this side, plus infinity on this side, exactly middle on the perpendicular, z is equal to 0. And now what the question says, 0 to 1. The value of z is between 0 to 1. See, up to 3.5. This is up to 3.5. So not exact value, but you have to make a calculation that 0 to 3 or 3.5 is here. So here 1 is approximately here. 0 to 1 here, 1 to 2 here, 2 to 3 here, and then 3 to 3.5 here. Right? So the value of z on the x-axis compulsory 0 to 3.5. Not exact value we have to draw, but we have to compulsory make a approximate calculation that 0 to 1 is equal to this. So I am writing out here z is equal to 1. Here z is equal to 0 and here z is equal to 1. And the area, what is the question? The z value lies between 0 to 1. Okay, so the area of the probability is here lies between 0 to 1. So you can say this part is the question. We have to find out this part compulsory, right? Because here the value is lies between 0 to 1. So z is equal to 0, exactly compulsory in the perpendicular, compulsory in the middle, z is equal to 0. Now value of z is equal to 1 is approximately this, because here the 2, here the 3, and last one, this portion is the 3.5. Okay, see now the table, last line, last page. Okay, on the last page the value is given. See that? Now what we have to write down, we have to first see in the textbook the value is not given like this. Here the area is up to this, so it is wrong. So please keep in mind that value of z is equal to 1 we have to write down compulsory here, not here which is shown in the textbook. That is wrong. Okay, so here the value of z is equal to, you have to see in the last page, please write, see that 0 first column, n is equal to 0 to 1, first column 2 1. See that 0 1, what is that value of 0? That is 0.3413. See, value of Z is equal to, see in the table, in the last page, see in the table 0.3413. It's the value of 1. It is given or not? Find out? Yes. Okay. So now on the basis of that, you have to write down one line for that, or you can say directly the answer is 0.3413, and you have to write down from the table, from the standard normal variable table. The value of 0 to 1, which we have to see in the table, last page, see the table here. The value of 1 is equal to what? Exactly 1 is equal to what? 0.3413. Find out the value into the table, and here that the table, that the value we have to write down, that is the probability. So simple. It is very easy. First, the value of x is given, that is normal variable is given. We have to convert it into the z, that is standard normal variable, and then please draw the area. Which area we have to find out? 0 to 1. That lies between 0 to 1. Z's value is lies between 0 to 1. So we are writing out here the area is this, and the value of this area. See, the value of this to this is 0.5. This side the value of probability area is equal to 0.5, and this side area is equal to 0.5. But from 0.5, that is 5,000. 0.5 means 5,000. 0.5 thousand. From 0.5 thousand, we have to what? Find out only the value of 0.3413. We want the value between 0 to 1, that is 0.3413. Okay, from 0.5 thousand, this area, value of this area is 0.3413. This full 5,000 up to this 3,413. So here first part is over, nothing else, very easy. But first you have to give a normal variable, then convert it into standard normal. See the table, write the value, nothing else, over, sum is over. First part of your sum is over. Now the second part, first of all write down this, then we will discuss about the second part. Very easy and very same second part is given into the question. We will discuss that, but first of all write down this. Now the curve or diagram as it is. Now I am writing out here the second point. Second point, the values, the probability that we have to find out. Second point, normal variable x has the values between 8 to 10. Probability of find out the normal variable value between 8 to 10. 8 to 10. Right? Now again convert it into standard normal. We into bracket 8 minus mu upon sigma less than equal to x minus mu upon sigma less than equal to 10 minus mu upon sigma. Now simplify it, put the value 8 minus 10 upon 2 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 10 minus 10 upon 2. Put the value of mu and sigma here. Now find out the value here. Probability of 8 minus 10, that is what? Minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 2, that is minus 1. So minus 1 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 10 minus 10, that is 0. 0 by 2, 0 by 2, that is 0. So here question says that the values of z, that is standard normal variable, is between -1 to 0, right? Now on the which side? See, if positive, we have to write down on the right hand side. If the negative, we have to write down on the left hand side. So again, value is what? Value is 0 to 3.5 here, as well as 0 to 3.5 here. Compulsory, always, because z is on the perpendicular and value of z is equal to 0 on the perpendicular. Okay, so here half portion 0 to 3.5, here half portion 0 to 3.5, but minus amount is here, and we have to write down the positive values here, negative values here. Now the value is between -1 to 0. So -1 approximately here, exactly approximately here. So you can say this one is your Z1, suppose this is your Z, this is your Z1. Okay, now Z2 is equal to -1 here. So you can say that value of Z2 see the approximate value I am taking, that's why. See, if you are taking here or here, there is no any difference. Please, if you are writing here as a Z1 or Z2 or here as a Z2, that means there is no difference. Okay, but here you have to compulsory see that this area we have to find out. In the second, see, you don't have to write down these. Now you have to prepare compulsory a second diagram. Directly you have to compulsory prepare a second diagram. You don't have to write this one again. In the second diagram you have to show the area, the second question, compulsory. Okay, so for this, the value is lies between -1 to 0. This is the diagram for that. And now what? See, compulsory on the last page, the probability is given only for the positive, because the probability always, one rule is for the probability, that is the probability is always positive, never negative. Means what? Always positive is always probability is always positive, never negative. But the value of z is negative, then please see the same value, or you can say ignore the negative sign. Okay, minus sign ignore and see the same value in the table. That is, we have to convert first negative signs into positive, because the probability is always positive, never negative. That's why here we have to write down one step. For that, we have to convert these negative value into the positive by writing like this. -1 to 0, that means 0 to 1. Write down -1 to 0, 0 to 1, because why I am writing here? Because this is the symmetric distribution. So on the left hand side, whatever the value, on the right hand side, that same value is there. Because it's a symmetric distribution, that's why we can say whatever the value on the positive side is given, same value on the negative side, because it's a symmetric distribution. So here you have to write down symmetry, because symmetry. That's why we are converting minus into negative into positive. Minus 1 to 1, 0, that is 0 to 1. Both the values are equal in probability. In normal distribution, both the values of minus 1 to 0 is equal to 0 to 1, because this distribution are symmetric distribution. Symmetry, right? And that's why now the value of 0 to 1 we already see in the first point. That is, what is the value of 1? That is 0.3413, and we have to write down from the table of standard normal variable. So the answer of both the question is here same. Question 1 answer is equal to 0.3413. Question 2 answer is also 0.3413, because the values are symmetric. Okay, so here your first sum is over. So first of all, write down this and draw compulsory two diagrams. See, in the second point, two diagrams are prepared. You have to only prepare this side diagram, not this side diagram. So only two diagram you have to prepare. First, on the first point, this side diagram. In the second point, only this side diagram. They just explain us that here this area is equal to this area. That's why they are preparing two diagrams, but we have to prepare only one diagram. That means in point number 1, one diagram. In point number 2, one diagram. In point number 2, if they are preparing in each and every sum, they are preparing two or three diagrams are there, but we have to prepare only one diagram. Okay, in each and every point we have to prepare one diagram or one curve like this. Okay, so please write down this, then we will discuss about the second illustration. This is your simple sum, that's why 3 mark sum. This is your simple sum, only just put the value into the formula and find out the curve and see the value into the table. That's why it's a simple sum, so it's a 3 mark sum. But from this chapter 4 mark questions will ask. That's why we have to see the next point also. But here the illustration 1 is over. Okay, so I hope you complete this. Now we will discuss our next illustration. Now illustration number 2. I am reading the question first. A normal distribution has mean 20, mean, that is mu is equal to 20, and variance sigma square is equal to 16, not standard deviation. Variance is given. So from that, first of all we have to find out the standard deviation. Sigma is equal to square root 16. Therefore, sigma is equal to 4. Standard deviation is equal to 4 and mu is equal to 20 is given. See, if you are taking 16, then your answer will wrong, compulsory. Okay, so variance whenever it is given, we have to find out first of all standard deviation from that by taking a square root of the value, that is 4. So standard deviation is equal to 4. Now, find the probability of first. What is the probability? We have to find out normal variable x will take values less than 26. Probability of x less than 26. See, if the values are lies between so and so, then 8 and 10, 10 or 12 is written on the both the side, and in between x we have to write down, because the value of x is lies between 8 to 10 or 10 to 12. But if the values are less than so and more than so amount, that is, here we have to write down x less than or equal to 26, or if it is more than, then x more than or equal to whatever the value is given. So here you have to write down only one value, because only one value is given. Then you have to write down like this. You have to prepare, you have to find out the probability of the value variable, normal variable x, which is less than 26. So less than or equal to, compulsory, we have to write down compulsory equal to, not exactly less than 26, or you have to write down less than or equal to 26. Okay, so first point, normal variable x will take the value less than 26, less than or equal to 26. So here now the value is given in the normal variable. Now first of all we have to convert that normal variable into standard normal variable. So here p x minus mu upon sigma less than or equal to 26 minus mu upon sigma. What is the value of mu and sigma? Here this is the formula for z, that's why we have to write down z less than or equal to 26 minus, what is the value of mu? 20. What is the value of sigma? 4, not 16. Please be careful, we have to write down 4, not 16. Variance is given, standard deviation is not given, and here we have to write down the standard deviation. Okay, so here z less than or equal to 6 divided by 4, that is 1.5. Find out in your calci. 6 divided by 4, that is 1.5. Here the value of z is less than or equal to 1.5. Okay, now see the diagram. Here the minus infinitive, and here the past infinitive. Now what? Into the middle, z is equal to 0. Now see that how we find out the area. First of all, how we write down the area. Z value is less than or equal to, that is on this side, 1.5 of this side. Where 1.5 we have to take? Positive. So we have to take 1.5 here. See, this is the value 3.5. So here 1.5 is here. So you can say value of 1.5 is here. Z is equal to 1.5 approximately. Here the Z is equal to 1.5 is here. Right? Now the question says that 1.5 or less than or equal to all the values. That means 1.5 less than z is equal to what? 1.5 less or z is 0, or 0 or less, what is that? Is minus infinitive. 1.5 starting from 1.5 to up to minus infinitive, all the values are here. 1.5 to less than or equal to, from 1.5 to 0 or minus infinitive, all the values we have to take. So here this is the area, not only this but full, this also. Full area, this from starting from 1.5 less than. See how we find out that? We just have to remember that on which side corner is there, less than or equal to. That's why on the which side? On the left hand side corner is there. So from starting from 1.5, all the values up to corner, that is minus infinitive, all the values we have to take. Okay, but for that, if we want to find out the probability of this area, right, we have a table, given table on the left hand, on the last page of this book. First of all, we have to take two areas. Which two? 0 to 1.5, because the table is given from 0. In the last page, the table is given from z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 3.5, right? So here the value is 0 to 1.5 we have to take first, and then the second value is from minus infinity to 0. These both the values we want this area. So first of all we have to find out this area, then we have to write down this area, and the total of these two area is your answer. Total of these two area. Why? What means of that here? Because why we are doing these two bridge are there? Because here break is here, because the value of 0 to 1.5 is given in the last page of the table, right? Into the table of the last page of this book, the table is given from 0 to 3.5 or 0 to 3.5, negative, positive value only given, positive value is given. That's why 0 to infinity value is given in the last page of the last page of this book into the table, right? But here see 0 to 1.5, that is okay, but we cannot find out these values. So here this value is also write down in the table. What means of that here? So we have to take this plus this two area, and for that we have to write down this from 0 to 1.5. See, is equal to 0 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 1.5 plus, what means of these? 0 to 1.5, 0 to 1.5, then what? 0 to minus infinity plus minus infinity less than z less than or equal to 0. Compulsory, whenever you are writing out the minus infinity, you don't have to write here is equal to 0 is less than or equal to z less than or equal to 1.5 plus p of infinitive minus infinitive less than z less than or equal to 0. Minus infinitive, whenever you are writing out minus infinitive or plus infinitive, you don't have to write down less than or greater than equal to, because infinitive means what? Not not exact value. That's why we cannot write down here is equal to. Minus infinitive less than z less than 0. Okay, but minus value is not given into the table. So again, whenever the negative value is given, we have to convert it into positive, and at that time we have to write down symmetric distribution is there. That's why we are converting minus or negative into positive. So here P of 0 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 1.5 plus here 0 less than or equal to z less than infinitive, and here we have to write down because symmetry. Here I am converting minus into plus, negative into positive. Just we are converting that, and we can say that it is symmetric distribution. That's why this is equal to this. Okay. Now see the value of 1.5 exactly into the table. See in our last sum we see the 1.0 value of 1.0 into 0. See in the table 1.0 and here 0.00. We have to see that 0.3413 is there. Right? Now you have to see here 1.5 and here in the first column 0. The value is 0.4332. I hope you find that. Please see the table. Value of 1, we find out that in the last sum 0.3413. 1.0 column, first column, and here in the first column 0.00. The value is here. Now 1.5. The value is equal to 0.4332. So put the value here is equal to 0.4332, and this one is what? Minus infinitive means what? This full area. I told you in my first lecture of this chapter that this is the 0.5 and this area is also 0.5. Total area, this total area on the both the side is 0.5. So here this one is full up to from this to this, from 0 to minus infinitive, or you can say 0 to plus infinitive, both the side full value is 0.5, but we have to write down in point after point 4 digit, so 0.5 then 3 zeros, 0.5000. Value of these we are seeing in the table 0.4332, and 0 to infinity, value of 0 to infinity always 0.5. 5 means 5000 compulsory. Now make the total only. The answer is 0.9332 is your final answer for the first part of this sum. Answer is equal to 0.9332. Probability of x less than or equal to 26 is equal to 0.9332. Why? Because the area is lies on both the side of perpendicular. Now write down one point that if areas is lies on both the side of the perpendicular, then you have to add two values, two areas, 0 to positive side and 0 to negative side. Compulsory. When the values or areas is lies between both the side of perpendicular, then you have to add two areas, 0 to positive as well as 0 to negative. We have to compulsory add these two, 0 to positive, 0 to negative, plus, and that is your final answer. So here your final answer is here. So please write down first point. See, these are the easy sum, but you have to understand, or you have to make a practice for 2 to 3 times for these type of sums. Otherwise, it is difficult. Okay, so I hope you complete that. Now second point, see the normal variable x has the values more than 14. Here the first part is less than 26. Now the second part is, I am writing here p of x more than, less than, that's why less than or equal to, more than, that's why greater than or equal to 14. less than or equal to, because less than is given, value variable x value is equal to less than 26. Here into this question, second part of this question, value of x is more than 14. More than means greater than or equal to 14. Okay. So now I am writing out here P of x greater than or equal to 14. Now again convert the data from normal to standard normal. So P is equal to x minus mu upon sigma greater than or equal to 14 minus mu upon sigma is equal to z greater than or equal to 14 minus 20 divided by 4. So P of z greater than or equal to minus 6 divided by 4, that is P of z greater than or equal to minus 1.5. See in the last first point, z is less than 1.5, less than or equal to 1.5. Here z value is greater than or equal to minus 1.5. So the new diagram, and only one diagram you have to prepare for this. See again, three diagrams is prepared in first part, but we are preparing only one, right? Now in the second also we have to prepare one diagram. Z is equal to 0. This is minus infinitive and this is plus infinitive. Now what the question says, minus 1.5 and greater than. So now which side the corner is there? See the corner is on this side, so the area lies on this side from minus 1.5. So first of all we have to write down the minus 1.5. Z is equal to minus 1.5. Where? Here the Z is equal to minus 1.5 because minus lies on the left hand side of the 0. So Z is equal to minus 1.5. Z1, or you can say here Z2. Okay. So now Z2 is equal to minus 1.5 and the area is right hand side. So corner on the right hand side from these two full. These two full means what? Up to plus infinitive. So area is, this is the area. Okay, so this is the area. Again, the table is given from 0. That's why we have to take 0 to 1.5 minus and then 1.5 to plus infinitive. Okay, so again we have to write down this plus this. Always whenever the area is both the side of the perpendicular, you have to add positive as well as negative value. So here what we have to write? P of minus 120 minus 1.5. See, after that up to this greater than greater than greater than greater than. But right now, after whenever we are writing out the area, we have to write down the less than. The values is minus 1.520 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 0 plus P of 0 to infinitive 0 less than or equal to z less than infinitive. See how we write minus 1.520 up to this greater than or equal to is written. Now we have to return compulsory. Whenever we are writing out the area, we have to write down minus 1.5 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 0 minus 1.5 to 0 then 0 to positive, that is 0 to infinitive plus infinitive positive infinitive, and here not equal to, only less than. Okay, now we have to convert this negative into positive because this one is the symmetry. Always whenever the probability is for the negative, the value of z is negative, we have to convert it into positive first of all. So here one step for that, P of z 0 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 1.5 plus P of 0 less than or equal to z less than plus infinitive, and here because symmetry. Here we are converting negative into positive 0 to 1.5 and then 0 to infinitive as it is because it's already positive. Positive we don't have to convert. We just have to convert negative into positive. Negative here positive. And one line, one step for that, and one line we have to write down, that is because symmetric. And what is the value of 0 to 1.5? Again we have to see into the table. See the table, 1.5 value is same, 0.4332. So here probability is 0.4332, and here the probability of 0 to infinity full compulsory 0.5 as it is 5000. So the final answer is 0.9332. Same answer is there in both the sums, both the cases. Answer is same, but the side, negative side as well as positive side, we have to see, we have to write down that only. Okay, and we have to write down one extra step for negative, converting negative into positive, nothing else. Same sum, but here converting negative into positive, put the same value, same answer, but area is different as well as diagram is different, and you have to write down the final answer is same. Okay, so here illustration 1 and 2 is over. So I hope you got this. If don't, then please write down these sums 2-3 times or ask me, WhatsApp me if you have any doubts. Here I am complete my lecture. I am today not giving any homework to you. Just read this, just do these sums into your in your rough book 2-3 times. Okay, so here I am complete my lecture. Thank you class. Have a nice day. Bye bye.